put himself in contention to win that championship.
Was in the hunt. We had all 4 of our championship contenders at Phoenix in the hunt within 10 laps to go, right?
Well, and you talk about turning it up at the right time. I mean, just continual improvement throughout 2022. Picks up a couple of wins late in the year, and as you guys talk about, advances to Phoenix and had a real opportunity to win the title. And you talk about picking him up and putting him down.
Is this lap legit? Look at that. He's tracking 0.4 of a second faster than Corey.
Ty Majeski, 49.78. Incredible.
What did Joe Shear do to that truck in between these rounds?
Well, that's 500ths off of what Sanchez put down in the first round of qualifying. So he might be in contention here depending on what Sanchez and the others are able to do.
I mean, we're talking about picking up a half a tenth, maybe a tenth. He picked up 0.3 of a second over his first run. That's incredible.
That's going to be a contender for the pole.
3 to go, because we know that Chase Purdy is not going to make a lap with that tire issue. Here comes his teammate, Jack Wood, driving the 51 for Kyle Busch Motorsports.
50 flat, like you said, Phil, for this truck in round 1. If he picks up that 0.3, that'll make him the fastest, but it doesn't look like he's quite got what Ty Majeski had.
Could be about, I would guess, about a 1/10 and a half slower if our ghost truck is right. Taking a 1/10 and a half to 2/10 slower. Let's see.
There's just 2/10.
Yeah, just right at 2/10 of a second slower. Still a great lap for Jack Wood. Really excited. Talked to him in the garage area yesterday. Really excited about this opportunity to kind of reset over the winter, and working really hard on his conditioning and his racecraft, with talking with his crew. And he said Kyle is definitely involved, without a doubt. Kyle Busch is involved with this program.
Kyle was fast last night, wasn't he? Fast in the Coliseum. He's going to be fun to watch on the Cup Series, and then we're going to get the pleasure of having him join us in some truck races as well.
You guys mentioned the fact he'll make his debut in that 51 at Las Vegas in race number 2 in a few weeks' time. He's actually running all 3 races that weekend. He'll do the Craftsman Truck Series race on Friday night, Xfinity race on Saturday with Colleague in that 10 car, and of course compete with that number 8 Chevrolet on Sunday afternoon in the Cup race.
And didn't do any Xfinity races last year, right?
Not at all. We thought he had retired. Evidently not. It's like Jimmy Johnson.
You know, a lot of tracks we go to with the cloud cover, it could change the way the truck handles and pick up some speed with the cooler temperatures. I don't think at Daytona necessarily it makes much difference, but it has gotten cloudy over the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, Eckes actually slowed down from what he had run in the first round.
So he's 3rd behind Wood and Majeski. And now Nick Sanchez. Does he have what it takes to back up what he did in round 1 and in his first truck start, put it on the pole here at the World Center of Racing? The ghost truck says yes. He's got a nice little advantage over Ty Majeski.
And it's growing. You can see it on the back straightaway, up over a 10th now.
Yeah, he could be down maybe even in the high 50s, if not the high 50s, the 60s for sure.
I think Majeski would take 2 consecutive front row starts, even if he doesn't get to pole.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely. And when you're beat by a couple 10ths of a second, it doesn't feel as bad as when you're beat by a couple 100ths of a second.
Sanchez, wow. 49.47. He is on the pole at Daytona.
Wow.
What a lap. Yes. He's seen a few poles and wins in his career, hasn't he?
Sure has.
21 years old from